sounds pretty good. Thousands of shows and movies are right at our children's fingertips, and Netflix is not rating some of their original content. Adam Holes from Plugged In joins us to talk today about practical ways parents can prepare to keep their kids safe. Now, Adam, I've used your website as a former child under the household of my mom and dad to figure out how awkward my movie watching experience was about to be. So it kind of goes both ways, right?
Yeah, I mean, it does. And ratings are a funny thing in that we expect them to be right, but sometimes they're inconsistent. So at Plugged In, what we try to do is give parents everything they need to know what they're going to find. And teens, too, obviously you used it, so that there aren't any unpleasant or awkward surprises.
Yes, for sure, definitely. Let's talk about Netflix not rating some of their original content.
Yeah, you know, I discovered something recently as we've been diving into more streaming content and maybe movies that we wouldn't have covered before, that they're not rating everything. And this came as a bit of a shock to me. I mean, we rate everything, right? The MPAA rates movies in theaters. We see ratings on television, video games, music. And so I thought, what's going on here? And as I began to look more, there were quite a few movies that we were taking a look at that didn't have ratings. So a couple recent ones were To the Stars, Endings, Beginnings, and another movie called Bull. And I think To the Stars probably would have gotten a PG-13 rating, and the other two probably would have gotten R ratings. But if you're a parent and there's no guidance whatsoever, you really have no idea whether you're dealing with something that might be okay, mildly inappropriate, or way out of bounds for your kids.
So Plugged In becoming more relevant than ever for moms and dads to use so they can know what their children are watching, what kind of media we're consuming. So tell us how it works.
You know, we take a look at movies, music, TV, video games, and what we try to do is not so much a subjective artistic review as listing the content you can expect to find. So in our movie reviews, you'll get positive content, sexual content, drugs, alcohol, violence, profanity, again, so that you don't have any unpleasant surprises and you know exactly what you're dealing with. And different families and different kids are going to have different issues that might be inappropriate for them. So we really aim to equip you to have everything you need to make a good and a wise decision for your family viewing.
Now, when it comes to Netflix, are there any safeguards mom and dad can use when it comes to I guess, protecting their children when they're not around?
Yeah, you know, you can have parental controls and you can set up separate sub accounts. We have Netflix and all three of my kids have their own account, and you can go into the parental controls and you can establish guidelines in terms of what is allowed by rating. Now, I should also say, though, that the Parents Television Council recently came out and was very critical of some of Netflix's ratings. And there's stuff that even creeps into TV-14. You know, the movies and TV are rated a little bit differently, but there was some pretty harsh content even in TV-14.
Yeah.
So you need to be aware that with television ratings, unlike movie ratings, those TV ratings are self-given. They're rating themselves. So they definitely have a motivation to be maybe a little more liberal than the movie ratings are, but parents can definitely go into your parental controls and set limits on that.
Adam, we appreciate your time. Parents, keep in mind the culture is shifting. That means your child's viewing pleasure is too. You can go to pluggedin.com for more information. Adam, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Okay, 8:49.